remember once being called on to be humorous under circumstances which made me feel that fun was as difficult to catch as a bat with a fishing rod. With the cultivated instinct of listeners, which all actors must be able to pretend to be, the company gave simultaneously that movement of eagerness which implies a strained attention. The perfection and simultaneity of the movement was art, but the spirit of truth lay behind it, for all felt whatever was coming was real. The low comedian, with the trained instinct of an actor, felt that his audience was with him en rapport, and allowed himself a thought more breath in his manner as he proceeded. I was playing Con in the Chakran, for want of a better, having been put into the part because I could manage a kind of brogue. We had a wretched company, and we went to wretched places nearly bad enough to do us justice. At last we found ourselves in a little town on the west side of the Bog of Allen. It was hopeless business, for the people were poor. The room we played in was an awful hole, and the shebeen, which they called a hotel, where we all stayed, was a holy terror. The dirt on the floor had caked and felt like sand under your feet. As to the beds— "Oh, don't, Mr. Parmentier, it's too dreadful," said the leading lady, shuddering. So he went on. Anyhow, the audience, what there was of them, were fine. They weren't used to play acting, and I think most of them took what they saw as reality. Certainly, while the curtain was up. We played 3 nights. The second night, when I came out, a big-made young man came up to me and said, "Can I have a word with you, sir?" "Begob, but you may," said I, in as near a brogue as I could get to his. "20 have, if you like." "Then whisper me," said he, and taking me by the arm, he led me across the street where we were alone. "What is it?" I asked. "I seen you, sir, at the wake tonight. Begorra, but it was an elegant time. Sure, the fun o' that would have done good to a raal corpse, much less to his friends. I wonder now, would you care to do a neighbourly act?" He said this with considerable diffidence. There was something genial and winning in his way, as there is generally with Irishmen, so I said as heartily as I could that I hoped I would, and asked him how I could do it. His face brightened as he answered, "Well, there's a wake tonight, a raal wake, your honour, at Kenor, beyant, and the widdy is in a most distressful state entirely. Now, if your honour, as is used to the diversions if wakes would come, sure it might help to cheer her up. It's only a rough place, sir, and the boys and the girls is all there is. But there's lashons of whisky and tobacco, and one of the quality like your honour will be mighty welcome." That did it. For a man who took me for one of the quality, I would have done anything. I tell you, you have to be mucking about for a spell in such places as we had been, and treated with the contempt which used to be the actor's meed in his private life, in such places in my young days, to appreciate fully the help such a thing was to one's self-esteem. I told my pals that I was going to a local party, for I didn't want to disturb my new dignity all at once, and went off with my friend. We went on a donkey cart without springs. Such a cart, and such a road! There was a bundle of straw to sit on, so I was comfortable enough, except when the jolting through an unusually deep rut banged me about more than was consistent with physical self-restraint. At last we stopped where a small house stood back some 100 yards from the road. The light was coming through the little windows and the open door, that seemed quite bright through the inky blackness of the night. I separated myself from the straw as well as I could, and got down.